amazing.
Oh!
If you go to that right now, I'm sure.
It's all headed for the finish. Just ahead of the new motivator, Johnny. Got a free kick to the back of the head here.
And he's going for the finish.
She'll offer you a homemade pie. Rosenberry. Punch grab the zip line and, well, you'll see. Look at her. Hang on, John. She just might. Fun for the whole family. She pulled up for easy. The Dewey Decimal System. I think she paint stamped her head. That's at least it plowed from behind. Well, that's the City Works Department for you. All that's left to do now is spring himself into the wipeout zone. Right in the joystick. After that collision, Donkey Kong probably feeling more like Miss Pac-Man.
Yeah, I got the perfect call for a bingo clerk. Good afternoon, good evening, and good night. Coach Michael is up, and
Lane hit. Let's see it again. The football coach, a lot of heart.
yeah, but the platform.
The kick made a joy right behind her.
Yep, she needs herself in the face.
Oh my God! Take a look at that super slow-mo for the rest of the show.
Hey, I guess that's
Afraid to know what's worse.
the board gamer.
Yeah, Wipeout only a mother can love.
You know why I love this obstacle?
Why is that?
Because it's a family of 4 spinning pitchforks that doesn't show favor. Like take Philadelphia natives Tom and Colleen Campbell, for example. It treats father just like daughter. I can't stop talking about it now.
Well, you have to, Johnny, because our next contestants are unjovy, halfway there, living on a prayer.
A shot to the groin and the back and the...
Have Jenica Farley. Amazing.
Okay, how am I now? Doesn't matter. Well, I don't have to.
It's all headed for the finish. Just ahead of the new motivator, Johnny. Got a free kick to the back of the head here.
And he's going for the finish.
She'll offer you a homemade pie. Rosenberry. Punch grab the zip line and, well, you'll see. Look at her. Hang on, John. She just might. Fun for the whole family. She pulled up for easy. The Dewey Decimal System. I think she paint stamped her head. That's at least it plowed from behind. Well, that's the City Works Department for you. All that's left to do now is spring himself into the wipeout zone. Right in the joystick. After that collision, Donkey Kong probably feeling more like Miss Pac-Man.
Yeah, I got the perfect call for a bingo clerk. Good afternoon, good evening, and good night. Coach Michael is up, and
Lane hit. Let's see it again. The football coach, a lot of heart.
yeah, but the platform.
The kick made a joy right behind her.
Yep, she needs herself in the face.
Oh my God! Take a look at that super slow-mo for the rest of the show.
Live now, showing some cool fail videos.
Yeah, I got the perfect call for a bingo clerk. Good afternoon, good evening, and good night. Coach Michael is up, and
Lane hit. Let's see it again. The football coach, a lot of heart.
yeah, but the platform.
The kick made a joy right behind her.
Yep, she needs herself in the face.
Are our voices coming through?
Oh my God! Take a look at that super slow-mo for the rest of the show.
Not the moment to just the video.
Hey, I guess that's afraid to know what's worse.
I'm trying to hear you.
Okay, there. I'll mute it and start talking right now, guys. You got test, just Davy test, Sam test.
Sam test.
Davy.
So you guys are coming through?
Yeah, both came through.
Okay.
It's working.
Because our next contestants are unjovy, halfway there, living on a prayer.
A shot to the groin and the back and the...
Have Jenica Farley. Amazing. Oh, it's all headed for the finish. Oh, just ahead of the new motivator, Johnny. Oh, got a free kick to the back of the head here.
And he's going for the finish.
She'll offer you a homemade pie. Frozen berry. Punch it. Oh, grab the zip line and, well, you'll see. Oh, look at her. Hang on, John. She just might. Oh, fun for the whole family. Oh, she pulled up for easy Dewey Decimal System. Oh, I think she stamped her head. That's at least good. Oh, it plowed from behind. Well, that's the city works department for you. All that's left to do now is spring himself into the wipeout zone. Oh, right in the joystick. Oh, after that collision, Donkey Kong probably feeling more like Miss Pac-Man.
Yeah, I got the perfect call for a bingo clerk. Good afternoon, good evening, and good night. Ooh. Coach Michael is up, and
Late hit. Let's see it again. The football coach, a lot of heart.
yeah, but the platform.
The kick made a joy right behind her. Ow! Oh,
Yep, she needs herself in the face.
oh my God! Take a look at that super slow-mo for the rest of the show.
Hey, I guess that's afraid to know what's worse. But the board gamer. Yeah. So Wipeout only a mother can love. You know why I love this obstacle?
Why is that?
Because it's a family of 4 spinning pitchforks that doesn't show favor. Like take Philadelphia natives Tom and Colleen Campbell, for example. It treats father just like daughter. I can't stop talking about it now.
Well, you have to, Johnny, because our next contestants are unjovy, halfway there, living on a prayer.
Oh, a shot to the groin and the back, and
We have Jenica Farley. Oh, amazing.
shapeshifter.
Oh, it's all headed for the finish. Oh, just ahead of the new motivator, Johnny. Oh, got a free kick to the back of the head here. She'll offer you a homemade pie. Frozen berry. Punch it. Oh, grab the zip line and, well, you'll see. Oh, look at her. Hang on, John. She just might. Oh, fun for the whole family. Oh, she pulled up for easy Dewey Decimal System. Oh, I think she stamped her head. That's at least good. Oh, it plowed from behind. Well, that's the city works department for you. All that's left to do now is spring himself into the wipeout zone. Oh, right in the joystick. Oh, after that collision, Donkey Kong probably feeling more like Miss Pac-Man.
Yeah, I got the perfect call for a bingo clerk. Good afternoon, good evening, and good night. Coach Michael is up, and
Late hit. Let's see it again. The football coach, a lot of heart.
yeah, but the platform.
The kick made a joy right behind her. Ow! Oh,
Yep, she needs herself in the face.
oh my God! Take a look at that super slow-mo for the rest of the show.
Hey, I guess that's afraid to know what's worse. But the board gamer. Yeah. So Wipeout only a mother can love. You know why I love this obstacle?
Why is that?
Because it's a family of 4 spinning pitchforks that doesn't show favor. Like take Philadelphia natives Tom and Colleen Campbell, for example. It treats father just like daughter. I can't stop talking about it now.
Well, you have to, Johnny, because our next contestants are unjovy, halfway there, living on a prayer.
Oh, a shot to the groin and the back, and
We have Jenica Farley. Oh, amazing.
shapeshifter.
Oh, it's all headed for the finish. Oh, just ahead of the new motivator, Johnny. Oh, got a free kick to the back of the head here.
And he's going for the finish.
She'll offer you a homemade pie. Frozen berry. Punch it. Oh, grab the zip line and, well, you'll see. Oh, look at her. Hang on, John. She just might. Oh, fun for the whole family. Oh, she pulled up for easy Dewey doing decimal system. Oh, I think she stamped her head.
That's at least good.
Oh, it plowed from behind.
Well, that's the city works department for you.
All that's left to do now is spring himself into the wipeout zone. Oh, right in the joystick. Oh, after that collision, Donkey Kong probably feeling more like Miss Pac-Man.
Yeah, I got the perfect call for a bingo clerk. Good afternoon, good evening, and good night. Ooh. Coach Michael is up, and late hit. Let's see it again. The football coach, a lot of heart. Yeah, but the platform, the kick made a joy right behind her. Ow! Oh, yep, she needs herself in the face.
Oh my God! Take a look at that super slow-mo for the rest of the show.
Hey! I guess that's afraid to know what's worse. But the board gamer. Yeah. So Wipeout only a mother can love. Oh. You know why I love this obstacle? Why is that? Because it's a family of 4 spinning pitchforks that doesn't show favor. Like take Philadelphia natives Tom and Colleen Campbell, for example. It treats father just like daughter. Oh. I can't stop talking about it now.
Well, you have to, Johnny, because our next contestants are
Unjovi, halfway there, living on a prayer. Oh, a shot to the groin and the back, and we'll have Jenica Farley. Oh, amazing. Shifter. Oh. Oh, it's all headed for the finish. Oh, just ahead of the new motivator, Johnny. Oh, got a free kick to the back of the head here, and he's going for the finish.
She'll offer you a homemade pie.
Frozen berry. Munchkin.
Oh, grab the zip line and, well, you'll see. Oh, look at her. Hang on, John. She just might. Oh, fun for the whole family. Oh. She pulled up for easy Dewey Decimal System. Oh, I think she stamped her head.
That's at least good.
Oh, it plowed from behind.
Well, that's the city works department for you.
All that's left to do now is spring himself into the wipeout zone. Oh, right in the joystick. Oh, after that collision, Donkey Kong probably feeling more like Miss Pac-Man.
Yeah, I got the perfect call for a bingo clerk. Good afternoon, good evening, and good night. Coach Michael is up, and late hit. Let's see it again. The football coach, a lot of heart. Yeah, but the platform, the kick made a joy right behind her. Ow! Oh, yep, she needs herself in the face.
Oh my God! Take a look at that super slow-mo for the rest of the show.
Hey! I guess that's afraid to know what's worse. But the board gamer. Yeah. So Wipeout only a mother can love. Oh. You know why I love this obstacle? Why is that? Because it's a family of 4 spinning pitchforks that doesn't show favor. Like take Philadelphia natives Tom and Colleen Campbell, for example. It treats father just like daughter. Oh. I can't stop talking about it now.
Well, you have to, Johnny, because our next contestants are
Unjovi, halfway there, living on a prayer. Oh, a shot to the groin and the back, and we'll have Jenica Farley. Oh, amazing. Shifter. Oh. Oh, it's all headed for the finish. Oh, just ahead of the new motivator, Johnny. Oh, got a free kick to the back of the head here, and he's going for the finish.
She'll offer you a homemade pie.
Frozen berry. Munchkin.
Oh, grab the zip line and, well, you'll see. Oh, look at her. Hang on, John. She just might. Oh, fun for the whole family. Oh. She pulled up for easy Dewey Decimal System. Oh, I think she stamped her head.
That's at least good.
Oh, it plowed from behind.
Well, that's the city works department for you.
All that's left to do now is spring himself into the wipeout zone. Oh, right in the joystick. Oh, after that collision, Donkey Kong probably feeling more like Miss Pac-Man.
Yeah, I got the perfect call for a bingo clerk. Good afternoon, good evening, and good night. Coach Michael is up, and late hit. Let's see it again. The football coach, a lot of heart. Yeah, but the platform, the kick made a joy right behind her. Ow! Oh, yep, she needs herself in the face. Oh my God! Take a look at that super slow-mo for the rest of the show. Hey! I guess that's afraid to know what's worse. But the board gamer. Yeah! Wipeout only mother to love. You know why I love this obstacle? Why is that? Because it's a family of 4 spinning pitchforks that doesn't show favor. Like take Philadelphia natives Tom and Campbell, for example. It treats father just like daughter. Oh! I can't stop talking about it now. Well, you have to, Johnny, because our next contestants are Unjovi, halfway there, living on a prayer. Oh! A shot to the groin and the back, and we'll have Jenica Farley. Oh, amazing! Shapeshifter. Oh! Oh! It's all headed for the finish. Oh! Just ahead of the new motivator, Johnny. Oh! Got a free kick to the back of the head. And he's going for the finish. She'll offer you a homemade pie. Rosenberry. Punchkin. Oh, grab the zip line and, well, you'll see. Oh, look at her. Hang on, John. She just might. Oh! Fun for the whole family. Oh! Oh!
She pulled up for easiest the Dewey Decimal System. Oh! I think she cake stamped her head.
That's at least good. Oh! It plowed from behind. Well, that's the city works department for you.
All that's left to do now is spring himself into the wipeout zone.
Oh! Right in the joystick.
Oh, after that collision, Donkey Kong probably feeling more like Miss Pac-Man.
Yeah, I got the perfect call for a bingo clerk. Good afternoon, good evening, and good night. Ooh. Coach Michael is up, and ooh, late hit. Let's see it again. The football coach, a lot of heart. Yeah, but the platform, the kick made a joy right behind her. Ow! Oh, yep, she needs herself in the face. Oh my God! Take a look at that super slow-mo for the rest of the show. Hey! I guess that's afraid to know what's worse. But the board gamer. Yeah! So Wipeout only a mother to love. You know why I love this obstacle? Why is that? Because it's a family of 4 spinning pitchforks that doesn't show favor. Like take Philadelphia natives Tom and Colleen Campbell, for example. It treats father just like daughter. Oh! I can't stop talking about it now. Well, you have to, Johnny, because our next contestants are Unjovi, halfway there, living on a prayer. Oh! A shot to the groin and the back, and we'll have Jenica Farley. Oh, amazing! Shapeshifter. Oh! Oh! It's all headed for the finish. Oh! Just ahead of the new motivator, Johnny. Oh! Got a free kick to the back of the head. And he's going for the finish.
Alrighty, guys, and welcome to, well, this was supposed to be our remix night, which meets actually at a physical location, but we can't do that right now. This is Shaun. I'm here with Sam. Sam, what's up, man?
Hey man, how's it going? You good?
I think so, dude. We're locked inside. I keep looking at the outside, going, it'd be great to go out there and breathe some fresh air, but I'm trapped inside with the smell of 10 and 11-year-old kids that don't clean their rooms, that don't bathe as much as they should, and it's just that pungent punch of just whatever that kind of stews in a house where you don't get out, and that's what I'm living in right now.
Sounds awesome, man.
Oh,
Sounds like, yeah, fun. I mean, I've spent today just staring outside the window, looking at the beautiful weather. But I did see a high-speed police chase today.
What?
Maybe a little bit more on that later. Who knows? But,
Okay.
you know, some of the crazy stuff you see in isolation.
Absolutely. And then Davy, how you doing, man?
What's up, boys? How we doing? Is everyone all right?
Yeah, I think so. And for those that don't know us, my name is Shaun. I'm a youth worker here in Halstead. Sam, and who are you? What are you from?
Yeah, I'm a youth worker. I also work for Scripture Union. I'm based in Romford.
And then Davy.
I'm the youth pastor at Kingston Church in Colchester.
Aye, nice, guys. So what are we doing tonight? Why are we here?
Well, I think because we normally do remix on the first of the month. We've been doing that for a couple of months. It's been really fun. And we didn't want to miss out on this chance to do it anyway, even though we can't be together physically. So Shaun had the brilliant idea of seeing if we could make something like this happen, if we could hang out digitally. And I think it's fantastic. So far, everything seems to be working, which is such a plus when it comes to technology.
Yeah,
but we'll see if that happens.
we may be fighting through that throughout the evening. But if you guys look, which direction is it? Over here, if you're looking on the stream, like it says Youth Remixed right there, okay? Now what that's about is we want this to be an interactive show. We are going to perform challenges. We are going to ask you to respond. I think I've got Davy and Sam monitoring any social stream. Now the way this is going to work is if we ask you for a challenge, we need you to do it, post it to your social feed, and then use the hashtag Youth Remixed. We will find it. We will rate them. We will, if they're the winners, we will put them up so everybody can watch and see what's happening. But we want to have fun with you guys tonight. And I think that's a great way to do it, where it's not just you watching us talk, because that would be boring. Be really boring. Now, I've got some great videos as well, because I don't know what you guys are doing, but people are finding some really interesting ways to pass the time. Right? I don't know if you guys are experiencing this yourself, because we are all trapped at home. And I just saw this one. We're going to find this guy that just has a little bit too much time on his hands. Some Corona bottles here. He's got some plungers attached to his chest. And this is just a bit odd. And both Corona bottles stand still. I just love the look on his face at the end.
He's my new hero.
Oh man, I love the look on his face at the end. Now, have you stooped to that level of boredom yet?
No, I did kick a football at my daughter's head the other day, though. It wasn't
on purpose?
intentional.
Okay.
But we were having fun. I was kicking the ball to her, and I got a bit too excited.
Okay.
Because I miss sports so much. And so I got in quite a lot of trouble. She cried for quite a long time.
Wow.
And suffice to say, I'm no longer allowed to have balls in the house.
So did wifey ground you? You can no longer...
I got the death stare for quite a long time.
Dude.
Yeah, it's no bueno.
Yeah, well, my boredom hasn't quite sunk to kicking a football at my daughter's face, but it has taken me to new heights. I don't know if anyone's a fan of Mrs. Hinch. She's
Mrs. Hinch?
You know, she's cleaning her house all day, every day. And so that's something for me that I've just stooped to new levels of seeing things just around the house that just needed a clean. And so I think maybe, Shaun, I don't know if we've got a couple of
Yeah,
those,
we got a video look at Sam. I guess he just has gone to, dusting. That's good. I like it.
Dusting, that's always a good start. That's a good start. I also found some disgusting mold in my shower.
In your shower, I think, yeah. And you show...
This is what isolation taught me to. Blasting the mold away in my shower. Maybe it's something that you could do as well. So if you can just
see the absolute joy. Maybe
clean
you could do as well.
for a bit.
Those are the levels of boredom.
You're way too into that, man.
I know, but it's like my house is my flat rather has never been cleaner. It's quite nice. It's quite nice.
Start as you mean to go on, don't you? You got to start with the good mentality.
That's it. You know, if we're gonna be indoors for a while, why not make it a nice living space? You know, it won't last because I'm running out of things to clean, so I need some new tricks. So I want to know. For those of you joining us on stream tonight, what are some of the things you're doing? How are you spending your time? Let us know on the feed, and we'll give some of those a shout out.
Oh yeah, so just any like life hacks you guys may have learned, or things that you have done differently now that you are trapped inside. We'd love quick videos. Again, go to that hashtag Youth Remix. Davey, if you just point straight up, and then Sam, if you point kind of that way. Can you do that? No, other way. Sorry, other way. So it points up there. Angle it up. Okay, there we go. Everybody points right there. See, it says Youth. It says Youth Remix. So if you have any life hacks that you've discovered, just send them in. We'll share them as we go along the show. But for our first challenge, and we're going to show our attempts at this challenge, we'd love you to give this a shot as well, again, and send it into the Youth Remixed hashtag. And whenever I point, you guys can point too. Point right there. There we go. This is so corny. So the first one I came across, there was some footballers in America. We call them soccer players, which I know is kind of a funny soccer. And they had this thing they're doing called the TP Challenge. Let me just play the video, and you guys can see what I mean, that we are then going to attempt to try.
They make it look really easy.
They do make it look super, super easy.
I can't believe the level of skill as well. It's just
And there's this kid that does the stall in a second here. You guys remember the stall right there? Oh, he does like an amazing, amazing stall.
Yeah.
That's Phil Foden playing for Man City. It's disgusting, actually.
The round the world I can't get. That's just with a TV. That's unbelievable.
And so, what we want though is we want to send out that challenge to you guys. We'd love to see. Now, I know this is like white gold right now, though, right? I mean, doing this with what is scarce, at best in most people's households. Don't ruin it, okay? I mean, you might have some angry parents if you end up ruining whole rolls of toilet. Let's see how you do.
Well, let's find out, Shaun.
That genuinely went out the window.
Oh, the audio's not on that one. Can you hear that? Oh, maybe you can. Okay. Now, did you actually kick that right out the window? Like legitimately out your window?
Yeah.
Did you have to like track down? Aren't you like third floor flat or something?
First floor. So I suppose in America that's second floor.
Okay.
For you, help you visualize. But yeah, first floor. So it was just just went sailing. It was kind of a trick shot, really. I would describe it.
Yeah. Call it a trick shot, man. Call it what it is.
It's what I was going for the whole time. So it's just a shame the camera wasn't able to pick that up. But yeah, it did.
But you were able to recover this precious resource, correct? You were able to go out. You'll still use it.
Yeah, I had to take the first few layers off. It landed on the grass outside. Obviously, didn't want. That's not ideal in a toilet situation.
No, not at all. Again, we want you guys to give this a shot. Let us know. Show us on your Instagram feed how you guys do with this one. Let's go to Davy, though. Now, Davy, you were having some problems as well.
Oh, man, it was all bad, really. All of the challenges we've done tonight, I'm not good.
Come on, don't beat yourself.
Keep it up. And then you get a little frustrated here, I think. Now, you guys want to see how it's done, though? I think I got like 9 here. If you watch mine, this is how it's done. 9. You got to, because I had some little body touches here too. Kind of missed a little body touch. And
see that does that count though?
It does if you bring it off.
See, look at it. I mean,
does it like? What if you just wore a loose T-shirt? You just like get all just extra touches just all over.
No, it was full on touches there. So that was. Although actually, guys, let me show you how Sam did because.
Yeah, a valiant effort.
And Sam was actually able to keep it up. He did good here. But look, he's got amazing control. And this is what I lack, is just these low touches, amazing control.
11.
And he puts up 11.
Not bad. Let's see what you've got.
Was that your first attempt?
First attempt,
11th first attempt.
And I think, Davey, we actually have a little better one for you here, Davey. Here's what you get.
Yeah, I think this one's a bit better for me. I mean, still with me. I think I got 5. Yeah.
Get 5.
You can see how happy I was though, as well. Can't you?
Was that the end of an hour-long session, and you finally got to 5?
I'm not going to tell you how long it took me.
And the grin, that's what I liked. I love that.
All right, hold on one second, guys. Our fun audio issues crop up at times here. 5 is still, it's respectable. I think mine took a little hand touch off camera that you didn't see to bring it back in. And
I did wonder. I wasn't going to say anything.
I think it kind of... And then reappeared.
Yeah, it was.
Was someone there throwing a new one to you? Is that what was happening?
I think, yeah. And then just, I
Is
thought
that
of trying
why
to animate it.
So high as well.
Each one was just a new one coming in. But again, if you're just joining the stream, we are doing the toilet paper challenge. That's our first challenge of the night. We'd like to see you try it as well here at Youth Remix. That's the hashtag posted on your stream, and we'll pull them in throughout the evening. We want to make this to be an interactive time where we can have fun. It really can be a distressing time for some right now, so we're trying to have fun with it, not make light at all of anything that's going on, but just have a good time with you and find ways to connect with you where we can't always do that. How about tell us a little more about what you guys are up to right now, or about yourselves, just what you're quarantining and getting on with.
Yes, so I am quarantined with my wife and my 11-month-old child in a 1-bedroom flat, which doesn't have a lot of space. But I'm still working for the church, so we're streaming all of our services, kind of like this. We've got people in different houses, and so I've kind of taken on the responsibility of that. Kingsland has a YouTube page which has a bunch of kids stuff that we've been doing as well, which is really great. Great to film some videos, some content for our kids who can't meet in their Sunday
That's
school
brilliant.
group.
Yeah.
We've got our youth Instagram as well.
Amazing.
Kingsland, yeah, lots of stuff going on to keep me busy, other than just sitting here and trying to juggle toilet paper really badly.
Did you make
What
a
about you, Sam?
video?
What are you
You,
up
you
to?
put a video up though, right, Davey?
Oh yeah, I showed you what we were doing.
All right,
One of
hold
the
on.
things that I think we can do.
All right, let's try this video out. We'll show it to the world, and we'll come back and discuss what it is that you're doing right now in your quarantine.
Hiya, welcome to today's vlog. My name's Davey, I'm the Children and Youth Pastor here at Kingsland Church. You're actually in my house at the moment. Welcome to my house. It's relatively tidy, you can't see that, and I'm pretending that it's relatively tidy. I've managed to tidy this part of the kitchen bench so you can't see the mess. It's a bit further over. But welcome to my house. I'm going to be doing a weekly vlog on Fridays for you. And today I want to tell you about all the things that you can still do even if you're in isolation. Let's take a look. Read a good book. Drink tea. Sing. Play a game. Although you need people for this one, but still play a game. Silent dance party. Recite poetry. Shall I compare thee to a summer's day? Write a novel. Chapter 1. Right. Call your mum. It's a toy phone. Learn an instrument. Yeah. Bake a cake. Practice your conversation skills for when you're allowed out again. Oh yes, really, tell me more. Play indoor ball games. Watch a rom-com. I mean, why can't they just all get along? They're just meant to be together. YouTube tutorials on becoming a ninja. Write a letter. Dear someone. Fix something. Pray. God, please don't let me get this virus and let this be over soon. Hold the washing. Learn a new language. Non. Flower arranging. So I hope that made you laugh, or chuckle, grin maybe a little, or do that thing that we all do when watching videos on the internet where we go, guys, the reality is that some of us are going to be inside for a long time, but there are things we can still do. The most important thing we can still do is stay positive. Keep doing things, keep in contact with your friends. There's a thing in the Bible about the Spirit of God being a creative force. So in Genesis 1 it says that the Spirit hovered over the waters as God was creating the earth. And I really love that idea that in this time we can be creative. So if you're the sort of person who writes songs, if you draw, if you record music or anything like that, paint, write books, this is a really great opportunity for you to just zero in on that, to listen to the creative Spirit of God and just be one with Him and participate in some things that you may not have had time for before. We're busy lives, and actually this is a really great opportunity for us to do something different, to maybe pick up those projects that we put aside. Bless you guys. Hope you have an excellent weekend. We'll see you on Sunday. We're going to be streaming our services 9:15, 11 a.m. and 6:30. Make sure you check us out on YouTube. We'll be there on Facebook Live as well. There's plenty of other vlogs. If you missed some, go back and watch them. But take care, guys. Bless you. We'll see you soon.
Thank you. Write a letter to someone. Dear
Amazing. I love
someone.
that. I love that. Play a game. You might need people.
Yeah, the worst thing about that video is I recorded that, 3 weeks ago now, and my hair is just, I don't know how long it looks to you, but I look really clean cut in that one, and hence why I'm wearing a hat today.
Not
I
so
like
much
it.
anymore.
I like it. I think at the end of this, we're all going to be wearing hats, or
Yeah.
at least we're going to have big bushy.
I know.
I suppose we could shave, but
I mean, I thought about it because I realised three of us, we've all got beards, and I thought maybe to be a point of difference, I'd not wear my beard, but
to shave it off.
Yeah.
Got to talk to the wife about that one first. Now,
Yeah.
we do have some videos of what a lot of other people are getting up to now. I know I love the Dude Perfect stuff. If you guys watch much of that,
Oh, I love Dude Perfect.
Dude Perfect
Love it,
is
Dude
amazing.
Perfect.
And they got a video here of just stuff they're doing inside right now.
Oh, so
while
good.
they're-
Coach, I didn't leave my right sandy up there, did I? If by sandy you mean sandal, there it is. Thanks.
These guys are so money.
Don't they like own the whole town?
Got toasties for me, didn't you? Got a wrinkle the toilet paper. Hey, Coach, I didn't leave my right sandy up there, did I? If by sandy you mean sandal, there it is.
Those guys are ridiculous, though. The stuff they've done, like in arenas and like stadiums where they got a basketball hoop, you know, like half the distance of the stadium across away, or they're dropping them down like a dam and watching the ball travel half a mile and go through a hoop. Those guys are just absolutely unreal. And I got a couple more here as well. This one, though, every time I watch it, it makes me laugh. And I'm not going to explain it. I'm just going to show you. It's two people. And if you guys want to try to emulate this, show us how you can do this. It just looks so good.
Unbelievable. I love it. Listen to the Eddie Jones go. It's so good. Every time.
Just clever, but just like, and I've seen that probably a dozen times now, and I still laugh every time I watch it because it looks so good. But people, they get bored though. I mean, you're inside, you got nothing better to do. I mean, my kids have rearranged their rooms about 6 times now because they do it once and get bored of how it is and do it again. We're all just trying to survive right now. And again, we love whatever life hacks or quarantine things you're doing to survive. If you want to film something that you're doing and then share it again to that right there, that hashtag youth remix. You're not pointing up, Davey. You're not pointing up, Davey. There you go.
I was just checking out Instagram to see if it's there, see if anyone's posted anything.
We love videos from you guys. Again, we want this to be give and take. We want to be showing you guys stuff that we're doing, as well as just showing you random stuff that again, us and other people are doing. It's all fun. It's all fun. And we want to, have fun with you.
And you know, one of the things, like, if you guys want to start and try and, be more famous than Do Perfect, now is the perfect time, right?
Oh, absolutely.
The age-old game of throw the paper into the bin. Set it up with some rebounds, set up some trick shots.
Well, I was going to say,
time, right?
you need to do it like where it bounces down the stairwell and around the corner and off a trampoline and then goes in. So set up stuff like that. That's what I want to see.
Have you seen the I don't know if you watch a TV show called Taskmaster?
No.
But it's basically, he gets a bunch of comedians in and they do some stupid tasks and it's all timed and stuff. And they've been considering home tasks.
Okay.
So if you Google or YouTube home tasking, and they are setting tasks every couple of days, which are really amazing. And they post a video of all the really good ones.
That's awesome.
Dude, so good.
That's awesome. Something definitely to keep you occupied, right?
Yeah, did that game show make it out here, Minute to Win It? Was that one that actually made it on
I've
this
seen
side?
some Minute to Win It stuff.
Okay, where they give people these random things they have to do within a minute, and it's like, I'll roll this marble across the whole stage and around a couple things and hit something, or just, whatever they might be, but just those fun random challenges. I've got this next one, though, and I think this is relatively recent, but it was a kid going outside trying to find something to do, decided to jump and try to parkour over a table. Now, Sam, you were like a parkour experty guy, right? Weren't you a free runner?
I was a parkour experty guy.
Okay. Well, it's a very technical term right there. I want you to know that.
Yeah, it is. It's a technical term. It's a technical term. Yes. No, I dabbled in free running for about 14 years. Then after I got married, put on some weight, and it made the free running a little bit harder. So less so now. But
Can you explain to us, I'll show this video, can you explain how you think or why you think this didn't work out? Here it is. He's not dead. Watch it one more time, let it go through. He jumps and his legs, I just can't watch it. I mean, I'd be broken. I'd be broken.
So the technical term for that in the free running world is called doing a scorpion. His legs come over his head.
But it was sideways though, and his neck was like on the side of the chair. I mean,
brutal. I think what went wrong was this is just a case of, you know, eyes bigger than ability, right? You know, just this is going to be amazing for YouTube. Turns out it was amazing for YouTube, but not for the reasons he intended.
So was he
It's not
trying
the
to
way you wanna
actually
get
hand
famous.
plant on the
Not
table
really.
and keep going? Was he trying to like reach out and propel himself across the next table as well?
Yeah, so this is something that, you know, a lot of free runners have been doing for a long time. It's called a dive Kong or a dive monkey. So the idea is he's hoping to dive over, hit that second bench with his hands like this, and his legs come kind of through his hands and propel himself to the floor, carry on running. That's what he's
Trying
aiming
to do.
for. But,
I got to tell you right now, if that was me, I wouldn't have moved afterwards, and it would have been all the ambulances. I mean, airlifted me out of there. I don't know how he just got up and smiled about it. But I do remember when I was in junior high, so about 13, the first time I snowboarded, I ended up doing a scorpion where I did not a snowboard yet, just face planted, snowboard hits me in the back of the head. I mean, so I just fully folded in half. And again, if I did that now, it would be just broken everything. I'd be a puddle on the ground. Like I couldn't recover from that. There'd be no way. But it happens as you get. I'm old, guys. Guys, I'm really old.
True. It's true.
No,
You are very old.
you're not old. No, come on, man. Come on.
But
what are you?
I'm not even gonna.
Let's
We're not
say-
even getting into that. Let's watch.
Don't do it.
what people are doing with their downtime. They're making random videos like this.
At Barry Island Beach, and there's no sign to stop.
I love
Here,
that.
at Barry Island Beach.
See, it's one of the ones where it just gets funnier because, like Family Guy, a lot of times they'll just take a bit and you feel like they've taken it too far because it's not funny, and then it gets funny again because they've taken it even further. And this guy made a bunch. Here's another video. He made a couple like this where he was just timing
Somebody once told me the world is gonna.
People are constantly asking me, what's it like to be a sex
Buddy, you're a boy, make a big noise, playing in the street, gonna be a big man. And he had a whole compilation of like these random videos of people getting jacked up and putting it to the sound of music, which I love. I mean, you know, guys, the internet needs more of this. We do. Like, we got time. There's nothing else we could be doing right now.
Yeah,
Well, I guess there
true.
is other things we could be doing right now, but do this. Now, where do I want to go with this? Because, you know, I may be old though, guys, but there was another challenge that was issued,
No,
right?
surely not. Come on.
Well, this next challenge I think is going to suit you a lot more than me, and I'm the youngest out of all of us. So
Okay.
you know,
Do-
age has nothing to do with it.
Do you want to intro who showed us this challenge then? Like what challenge this is then, Davey?
Is this the handstand one?
This is the handstand challenge.
It's the one that Tom Holland's done, and it looks very impressive when you look like him. Let's see how impressive it is when we do it, though.
All right, well, let's see Tom Holland do it here. We can watch that. And actually, it's Tom Holland and then Jake Gyllenhaal, and then even Ryan Reynolds gives it a go. You know, so let's see how they perform at the handstand challenge.
Okay. Thanks, Ollie Island, for this impossible challenge. Okay.
And the dude does have amazing physique, by the way. Like, Holland is.
How do you do this, man? Okay.
He's trying.
That's two. I can't get my hand through the stretchy bit. Okay.
And he's almost there. He's almost there. Come on, Tom. You can do
He
it.
is
I like
literally
it. I like
Spider-Man.
I like that. Yeah, it's taking him some time.
I would have expected more of Spider-Man, though. And then Jake
I
Gyllenhaal
nominate-
comes. Hold on. I guess he's gonna.
I nominate Jake Gyllenhaal, Ryan Reynolds, and Harrison Osterfield.
I don't know who Harrison Osterfield is, but look at Jake, man. Jake comes up now, and Jake is cut too, man. That dude is ripped as well.
I mean, they are movie stars.
Well, yeah, they get paid to work
But
out.
then again, now's the perfect time for us to, you know, get in similar
To
shape.
get ripped. But
Dude,
look,
we're all dads. I don't know if we have the time.
Yeah. Yeah.
and then Jake, oh, right on, man. He's on and he's down. But I love Ryan Reynolds' response to all of this, being called out.
I nominate Hugh Jackman, 50 Cent, and Maggie Gyllenhaal.
And I'd love to see
Don't
those
forget
three
to
try
support
this
your
as
local
well.
businesses.
Yeah, definitely.
No. So Ryan doesn't even give it a go. Ryan does not even give it a go. We got to call him out for that, man. I mean, he's Deadpool.
100%. I wanted to see it happen, man.
He's one of the actors
I
where
thought
He'll be able to do it.
Yeah, he's
right?
paid to
it'd
do
be
this.
magical. You know, I thought it'd be magical.
Did you know I heard that they had padded his Deadpool suit, and when he put it on, it just looked ridiculous because he was just so cut underneath that it made it look terrible. And so then when he put it on, I mean, that's just all him. I mean, he just got cut for that role. But now, Davey, you did try this handstand challenge as well.
Yeah, go on, show it.
Come on, I'm excited.
Did you see this yet, Sam?
Yeah, I did.
All right.
Okay.
Here we go.
This is literally the one take I'm doing, because if I get it wrong, I'm not doing it again. This is going to hurt so bad, because I cannot do a handstand.
It's so true, I can't do a handstand.
I like the effort, though, Davey. There was effort here. Okay, there was effort.
I couldn't work out how to get the second hand up. I was like, do I get one hand? Where do I go? What's really funny is on the floor, right?
This is literally the one.
My wife Steph came running through and was like, "Are you okay?" And I was like, "It's fine. Don't worry about it."
All right, now Sam, you actually did a little better. You actually now to give you some context here, it took Tom Holland 41 seconds to put his shirt on. It took Jake Gyllenhaal 16 seconds. Now, do you think you're better than either of those, Sam?
Wait, Jake Gyllenhaal was what, 16 seconds?
16 seconds.
I reckon. Nah, I reckon. I don't know. I reckon I was maybe around 18. Don't know. I'm not so sure.
Okay, well, let's get yours up. I've just been told, Davey, you're hard to understand. You might need to just pull that mic a little bit closer.
Oh,
but
sorry.
let's get Sam's up here, and I'll even put a timer up here for you, Sam, so we can actually see if you get there. And so here is Sam's handstand.
Handstand challenge, let's go.
And you're getting ready. Feet up. Timer going right.
Okay, 3, 2, 1.
Now. It's on one arm, and you're at 4 seconds. It's good. Oh, slip down. Okay. Over the head at 9. Oh, can you get there?
I'm on a PB now, guys.
13. Oh, and he passed 16, but he's got it on, and he's got it down. Let's see, feet back on the ground at 21 seconds.
I mean, it's still very impressive, isn't it?
It is still very impressive.
Inside the tape box on the floor, I'll add.
I did notice that. Now, you did. Okay. Well, was that part of the challenge, though?
Huh?
Was that part of the challenge? I didn't realize we were supposed to put a taped box on the floor.
It was part of my challenge of a perfect dismount, thinking a bit of gymnastics.
That was good. Now, I did it as well, and guys, I apologize. I didn't realize we were going to stay shirted doing this because I started shirtless, and I'm sorry for those that don't want to see me shirtless. But here's my here's my attempt at the handstand challenge, and I added a wrinkle to it though. I added a wrinkle to mine, so here you go.
Not only will I do the t-shirt challenge doing a handstand, but I will do it wearing a Deadpool mask where I can hardly see a thing. All right? I can see my hands a bit. These masks are terrible for seeing. Okay, I'll get up. We'll start a timer. And Davey and Sam, you boys getting smoked. Up on the wall. 3, 2, 1, go.
There's the timer.
Get this.
On.
Pull it over my mask. And on and down. Boom, baby!
Oh, 7 seconds. 7 seconds, guys. Come on.
Only will I do the t-shirt challenge.
I mean, have you said that to Tom Holland?
I think I will, though, that it took him 41 seconds. Like, I'm on. This is Spider-Man. Spider-Man should not be taking 41.
6 times faster than you.
And I'm twice your age, boy.
Yeah.
Come on, I could be your daddy. All right.
But
And
was it the mask? Did it give you like
super? That's
know,
true.
was it
I don't
really
know.
difficult
Was
to
it
see
actually you
or
under there?
enhance
Is
your-
probably a better question.
I guess that's yeah. I don't know. There was no ringer that I called. Nothing like that happened, and I didn't overlay my voice. Why would I? I can't do that. I
You
don't
got
have
Tom Holland on the line, haven't you? And he's been working on it.
Yeah.
So I know.
No, I did it. I was surprised. I don't know. I mean, I used to rock climb, but I don't do handstands though. It's not something that I'm not a gymnast. I can't hold myself up on my own. I can maybe get like 3 or 4 seconds. So doing that, I wasn't sure if I could actually pull it off, especially after watching him struggle. I'm like, okay, this is going to be really, really hard. I guess it's technique because he really didn't do a good technique on getting that up and over. But yeah, it is what it is. So. Now, my wife, though, in this time as well, she did want to show something because she's really into art. And like you said, I think it was one of you two earlier said that it's good just to find things to do. You probably both said this. And Livy, she really loves her art. And so she just wanted to give, for those that might be aspiring artists, just some little art tips here on just something to do while you're at home. And so here is Livy, and she'll give you a little bit of art techniques that she does. Again, just to pass the time if you're looking to try something.
Okay, so if you're into drawing, this is a really good little doodle to do that will get you into understanding control of your hands, and the outcome looks absolutely fantastic. So, first of all, you're going to draw a paint blob, and you need to give it 4 little wiggles like that. Okay. One thing most people don't realise, you always draw from your shoulder, not from your wrist, because otherwise you'll get restraint. So, if you're doing that, make sure you drawing from your shoulder. So first thing you're going to start doing is filling your blob. Choose an arm, and you're going to draw just straight lines, okay, just like that. And then when you've done a few, you're going to go from a different angle, and you're going to start drawing lines that way.
time, so that's good. But I can honk a clown horn. So.
I just realized actually for the last about 30 seconds we didn't have audio there. So I'm going to have Livy once again say what she just said so that you guys can hear it. So here you go.
Incredible.
Okay, so for those of you who didn't hear me because you just watched me go, no. Art is something that some people are God-given talented for, but I will say 100% it's something that you can learn. If you want to get better at it, all it takes is time and effort and discipline to do it. And there are some brilliant books and YouTube videos, and Pinterest is full of stuff that you can doodle, and you can keep drawing and you can get better at it. So if it's something you want to improve at, all you got to do is just have a go. And I'm pretty sure everybody's got pen and pencil and paper at home. They don't have to have expensive stuff to do it with.
Wait, you got to honk your horn so people understand what I was doing here with
honk.
this. Because you've gotten really good. Right?
Oh, I've practiced, so I've gotten reasonably good. I'm not as good as my brother ever was, but I am good where I feel happy about my results. Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Again, not to honk your own horn.
Yeah. Honk honk.
Honk. That's what we're going for. Okay. There we go. Now it makes sense. Oh, even things that my daughter's actually just brought in some of hers. Now, can you guys? I'm going to show you this. Can you guys guess right from that? Is that an actor you may or may not know? Hold on. Let's get
is it that guy from Police Academy? Is it?
It looks so familiar, but I'm struggling to place the name.
Okay, how about this one? This one, come on. I got this one right away. You guys are too young.
Come on, you know film. You're young and hip.
All right, then lastly.
Oh, well, that's obvious.
That's what's his name? Loki.
Yes.
No.
Tom Hiddleston.
Yes, there you go.
There we go. Oh, I got one in the end.
You got one in the end.
Just suddenly went. I recognize those faces though. And when you say it,
okay.
I'm totally gonna...
Harrison Ford, from like a young Harrison Ford from Star Wars.
Harrison Ford should have got it from the
There
head.
you go. You guys should have gotten it. So again, like, yeah, I mean, and she's come a long way just in this last year, just because she's practiced. And I tell her, look, if you want to get better, you've got to spend time doing this. And so it's something where anybody, and it's something where I think I'm one of those people that gave up early and thought I'll never be good at this. And so I never applied myself to it, and I can do stick figures. But my daughter is drawing like caricatures already, you know, and very passable good caricatures. And so, yeah, just, and that's the important thing I think we need to do in our time is just to find stuff that we can do to better ourselves, you know, find things that we can do, not just sleep until 2 p.m. every day and kind of get up and play video games and then go to bed, which is fun for a while. But after a couple weeks of that, we're going to be pretty sick of that. And it's about getting into that routine of, all right, I make a routine for my day. I find things that I can do. I want to get better at. I want to read. I found an online app course for, creating apps, like code developing and stuff. And it was free. And it's something I can sit and I can do, and I can learn a little bit more. And we've got this time. It's how can we utilize it? Are you guys doing stuff as far as things like that? Did you find you want to, I never did this, or I never did that, or I want to be better at something? Have you guys found stuff that you're doing more now?
Yeah, well, to be honest, all of this sort of stuff, like streaming live, is stuff I kind of had a little bit of knowledge about, but I didn't really know how to get started. And so when we were forced to go online with all of our services, all of a sudden, a couple of us kind of went, oh, well, we better get better at this, because this is literally the only option right now. So we've been spending a lot of time just kind of working through a couple of different softwares. And actually, I'm really glad, because when all of this is over, the content that we put out is going to be so much better than it was before. And it's just kind of made us get better and address things that we kind of forgot about, really.
Yeah, I mean, like 2 months ago, I would have had no idea how to do this. I had some idea. I had done some bits of Facebook live streaming that had things kind of like this, but actually pulling in, video feeds from 3 different locations and overlaying all kinds of stuff. And it's still pretty basic what I'm doing. But even this, if you guys want to know how to do this, just message us. This stuff is now, I think we've all got a pretty good handle on. If you want to learn how to live stream or YouTube, or just find ways to make your videos look a little more polished, not that ours is looking super polished, but we're trying. We're trying here.
Man.
We're having a good time.
Looking good. It's looking good. You've done a great job.
And yeah, so it's just kind of finding the things that you enjoy and or just wanted to learn. And I think that's what we're all trying to figure out in some small way. So yeah. Along with having fun, though, I think we wanted to bring a little bit of just light as well, a little bit of hope. And so I talked to Sam and Davy about just getting something a little quick, maybe a verse in the Bible, something to talk about. And I'll just start with Sam. He's kind of in that lower corner. So I'll let you just kind of go with it, and just something that was on your heart that you feel you just want to share with a lot of our teens out there.
Yeah, well, I think the first thing is to say that, this is a time where it'd be really easy for us to be anxious, to be afraid. And all you have to do is just get on social media or on any of your streams, channels that you're on, and just bombarded with different things going on. Schools are shut down, businesses are closed, and we're not quite sure where things are going. There's updates from the government, even the government are going off sick, and it could just be this time of real fear and anxiety. And I just want to say at this time, it's so reassuring for us to know we're Christians. We believe that Jesus is our Lord and Savior. We believe that He is good. So it's so reassuring for us to know that God is with us and that He is right next to us. The Bible reassures us time and time again that He's with us wherever we find ourselves. And that is just an absolutely amazing, amazing thing. The world might look so different now, but we know that God is with us. And so I was just really drawn to this small passage from Romans 5. Just bear with me whilst I read this really quickly. I hope that it speaks to you. And so this is Romans chapter 5. This can be found in the New Testament. So we also can have glory in our sufferings. We know that suffering will produce perseverance. Perseverance will produce good character, and good character will produce hope. And hope does not put us to shame. It doesn't disappoint us, because God's love has been poured out into our hearts by the Holy Spirit, who has been given to us. And I think just an amazing promise there that even in a time of struggle, time of suffering, a time of isolation, feeling distant, time of confusion, that even in this, we can know God's goodness, we can know His hope, we can know this do something in our lives that will produce good character, good qualities within us, an opportunity for us to learn to love others, to give out, as we know that God is with us too.
Oh, it's awesome, man. Thank you so much for that, because it is something that I think, maybe a lot of people that don't even know that there's a God there that loves them to begin with. It's just a foreign thought. But I mean, guys, I do want to encourage you. There is a God that loves you. If you have questions even about that, I love to debate stuff like that. So shoot us a line on any of our social streams. You can leave messages here. But yeah, I know, Davey, you've got something else that you wanted to share as well. So
yeah, man. So
go to town, man.
I was thinking about how we're all in our own houses with just our families, most likely, or maybe some pets, but it's just those people. And unlike normal life, you can't really escape, and you can't really. So when things aren't going well, or you're having a bit of an argument with mum and dad, or maybe your siblings, or you're just in a bit of a bad mood, because it happens to all of us sometimes. You can't go anywhere and you can't escape. And that's probably going to be one of the hardest things going forwards for a lot of us, is trying to work out how we manage our emotions, how we manage those kind of peaks and troughs of being a teenager, in this scenario, in this time, being in lockdown. Life's not easy, man. So I was thinking about how some really practical things we can do to try and, I guess, be aware of what other people are going through. So one thing that I think is super important is not to automatically assume that what that person has said to you is like a dig at you or a comment at you that is like, oh, I don't like you. So if your brother or sister says something and you're like, oh, well, that's real mean, just take a second and think, actually, maybe that's not what they mean. Think about what they're going through. You're finding it tough. So are they. Mum and dad are finding it tough. A lot of people are working from home for the first time. I know for myself, I found it really difficult to make the transition to working from home. And it's not easy because you just lose all your routine. I couldn't remember what day it was yesterday. And it's so stupid because it shouldn't knock me, but it did. And just think about what people are saying. Think about what you're saying as well. So if you have the opportunity to say something mean, think about whether it is worthwhile, basically. Think about whether what you're going to say is going to help living in that house with those people, because you can't escape. You can't go to your mate's house and blow off steam and play FIFA and come back. You've really got no options. So you've got to make it work with the people who you live with. I wanted to just very quickly share this verse from Ephesians. It's Ephesians 4:32. So this guy called Paul, who used to be one of the worst dudes. He literally was killing Christians up until about 15 or 20 years before he wrote these words. And he had this amazing experience with Jesus in the middle of nowhere, and it completely transformed his life. And then he wrote to this church in a place called Ephesus, which was kind of just this mishmash of different cultures and ideas, and lots of people serving lots of different gods, and all these ideas about sacrificing to different people and different gods, and like it's crazy what these Christians were up against. And he says this incredible phrase. He says, "Be kind and compassionate to one another, forgiving each other, just as in Christ God forgave you." So basically, what he's saying there is, look, you've got to be able to suffer with other people through the things they're going through, but you've also got to forgive. You've got to be aware of letting go of those things that you would love to hold on to, holding no grudges against people. So while you're in a house with 2 or 3 people, just make it really easy for everyone. I think that's all I have to say, Shaun.
No, that's cool, man. I think people are in one of 2 camps right now. Either they are just sick and tired from the weight of family around them, or they are isolated by themselves and feeling more alone than they've ever felt in their life. And people that I work with are typically, we have a lot of ladies and elderly people in our church that are isolated and alone. They don't have contact with people, or you have large families that haven't spent this much time together in years. And so it's something where you're right. You've got to find that way to coexist, because this is not going to be over in just 2 weeks, guys. Earliest from what I'm seeing is probably beginning of May. We've got a good prolonged at least a month in front of us. And so, like Davey said, it's just finding those ways to coexist. It's finding those ways to make life work better now, because it's going to be a bit like this. So thank you. I really appreciate that, though, guys. I'll have a verse, and then if we have anything else to add, we can. But the verse should hopefully wrap us up mostly. It's just in John chapter 16. It's Jesus talking here. He says, I'll get my Bible up so I can read it. I had it. There we go. "But the time is coming, indeed is here now, when you will be scattered, each one going his own way. Yet I am not alone, because the Father is with me." And that seems so apt with how things are now. We seem scattered to our homes, scattered away from our friends and family. And I like how he says, "But I'm not alone, because the Father's with me, because God is with me." And then he says, "I've told you all this so that you may have peace in me. Here on earth you will have many trials and sorrows, but take heart, because I have overcome the world." And I know a lot of us are really worried right now. We're really scared about what's going on in the world. And when I see a verse like that going, you know what, even if bad stuff is happening to me, around me, whatever, you know what, we've got a God that's overcome this world, a God that is beyond this world, is bigger than this world. And everything that happens here is meant just to push us to him. And I told people once, because I really struggle with depression and anxiety. And a lot of times that actually pushes me to prayer. And I'm like, you know what? I'm okay with that, because somebody once told me anything that pushes me to prayer is a good thing. And if it takes my depression and anxiety to actually get me on my knees sometimes, or just praying, I'll live with that my whole life, and I'm okay with that, because it puts me to a place where I recognize that there is a God out there, and that God does love me, and God has a purpose in all of your lives. That life is not just life and death. You were made for a purpose. You were created for a purpose. And guys, I just pray that you would know that, because he has so much in store for you that you might not see yet. And that's really all I had with mine. But I just want to encourage you guys that there is hope. There is light. I get depressed, though, every time I open up a news feed, BBC or Fox News or CNN, because I feel like the world is coming to an end. But then I open the curtains and look outside. Life is still going on. The days are still, the sun comes up, the sun goes down. We're going to make it through this. It's going to be okay. But it's just going to take some time. It's going to take some time. We'll try to maybe do this on a more regular basis and share random videos with you guys and do challenges this way, because this is fun, and I don't mind being goofy. And we were supposed to have things, repercussions for losing challenges, weren't we?
Well, I kind of lost, didn't I?
well, yeah, but we all kind of. Yeah, well, because I was supposed to actually, for failing some of those challenges, because Sam won the toilet paper challenge, and then the two of us, I've got pickle juice or hot dog juice that I was going to have to drink as my punishment for losing that one. I think you had something too, Davey. Should we all
got some wasabi coated
Hold on a
peanuts.
second, Davey. Hold on real quick. Hold on really quick.
Because they are,
there we go.
They are not good, man. I'm not kidding. Oh, hang on.
There we go. Wasabi coated peanuts. So you were going to put handfuls of those in your mouth?
Yeah, pretty much. I can do it. It'll be horrible.
All right, you know what? We didn't tell people we were going to do this, but there were supposed to be some repercussions for losing challenges. So at the end here, I will pour out a shot glass full of just hot dog juice, which to me just doesn't sound nice.
I like it. I like
I've
it.
got like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 in my hands. Is
Hold
that
on.
enough pain?
I feel like a bit of the odd one out. Like,
Well, I mean, feel free to eat something gross, man.
I mean, what's around?
Whatever you can find in your bedroom.
I mean, that is just
gross
grim. You don't.
Baby moisturizer.
Is it
That works.
toxic?
Baby moisturizer works. Just a little
Is it
fingerful.
moisturizer?
I wouldn't do that. You won the challenges for the most part. Although, well,
you know what? Next time. All right, next time.
Next time. All right. Well,
Next time
I'll drink for losing the toilet paper challenge. I will drink some hot dog brine. And you got your handful of wasabi peanuts? Are they in?
All right. Do you want to go first, and I'll go?
This is just
so
grim,
everyone can
guys.
watch
This is
you and
grim.
react.
I'm excited for this.
There is so much salt in that. Oh my gosh. It's like I just took a handful of salt and put it in my mouth. If I have high blood pressure tomorrow or like the rest of my life, you guys will know why. Oh my gosh. If I have a heart attack tonight, you'll know why. All right.
Grim.
That wasn't nice. That was not nice.
All right. Are you ready?
It's like a week's worth of salt.
Okay. 3, 2, 1.
Gotta hold it. Let's get a 30-second hold. Wasabi peanuts now. Gonna do a 30-second hold.
They're strong, powerful stuff.
Mm-hmm.
There it is. There it is.
Oh.
But it's not bad. It's just heat.
There's so much for it. Oh, a little bit on.
Was that bit dribble? Bit dribble there?
Are you gonna spit them out, or are you gonna wash them down here? What's going on?
No, I'm
All right, Davy's gonna die on the air.
Can we put subs up? I think that was I'm finishing this. I'm not quite sure what that was.
Oh. It's not good, man. It came out my nose.
Oh, that's worth it. That is worth it.
Always worth it. Always.
Okay, done.
All right.
Good.
Well, we've paid our penance. Sam, you owe some penance next week because you didn't win the handstand challenge. So, in fact, you got crushed. I'm just going to put it out there. You got crushed.
Crushed?
You got crushed with the handstand challenge, bro.
16 seconds. Well, no. What was that?
21 seconds. 21.
Fair, you destroyed me.
I did a third. Let's wait. So in my TP challenge, though, I kept it up 7 times to year 11. So that wasn't that, or 8 times to year 11. So that wasn't that far off. Davey had 5.
True.
I think what I've learned from this is I'm going to actually really prepare for all of the challenges so I do not lose.
All right, next time we've got to raid the grocery stores for whatever is left that is just nasty that we can have on hand next time, because we're going to go ahead and that'll be our penance for losing challenges.
Yeah, good idea.
So I think next time we'll start with the handstand challenge again. We'll start with that one, and then
No, it's over. We're not doing that again. I've embarrassed myself publicly once tonight. I don't need to do it again.
All right.
Come on, surely you'll be better next time. All that prep.
That's right. You're going to start doing more push-ups and handstand push-ups and presses, and you'll be ready.
Yeah.
You'll be ready for it.
I'll get jacked before next time.
All right, guys. And any last-minute closing thoughts? We should wrap it up here.
Bless you guys. Look after yourselves. Stay safe. Stay home.
Stay safe. Stay home.
Likewise.
I was really tempted to. I didn't show it. Have you heard Samuel L. Jackson? A bit of a potty mouth, right, Mr. Samuel L. Jackson? He has a book that's called "Go the F to Sleep" about a parent reading. You've heard that one. He has a new one out now that's "Stay the F at Home." And he has a bleeped out version, and I'm like, I'm not sure I can put that on, but maybe we'll put a link, because that's just stay at home, guys. There's no need to go out.
Stay at home.
You know, it's the best way to make this go fast is just stay at home. But we love you guys. I'm glad you welcomed us into your home or into your wherever you are right now. And hopefully we'll do more of this, because this was a lot of fun. I love got a good flavor. I got that. I mean, my mouth is like I'm sucking on a salt lick right now. It's terrible.
I still got wasabi in my teeth. I can feel it.
Yeah,
I feel great, guys.
It's great.
Just to clarify.
Gonna mail him something horrible he has to eat next time. I'm just gonna find like pickled pig's tongue or something. I don't know. I'll find something rough.
Ooh, that sounds tasty. That sounds like a good day. I like it.
Alrighty, guys. Well, that's all from us. I don't know. You guys just gonna wave? Are you good? Anything? There we go. All right. And again, right
Brady
there,
Bunch.
Youth Remixed. If you want to send some videos our way, go ahead and send them to that link right there. We'd love to play them next time about any challenges, life hacks, things that you want us to try. Maybe you can like send a video. It's not even of you doing it. Just like link it up and link it to that. And that'll be something that we have to try next time we go live. All right. So I think that'll be fun. But again, blessings, you guys. We love you guys. Just stay safe, stay home, like Davey said. And yeah, have a great night. Peace.